coming up on Scoop. Kim Kardashian considers sole custody amid Kanye West's controversial behavior.
Fresh off the streets and onto your screen, we define.
Oh my God! Wow!
We know what's poppin' right now. Scoop brings you the style and celeb-obsessed inside looks that you crave. The vibe, the drip, the bands, and all the clapbacks. It's your daily dose of urban culture. This is Scoop.
Kim Kardashian is reportedly considering seeking sole custody of her 4 children due to concerns over Kanye West's recent actions and declining mental health. Kanye's behavior, including controversial associations and offensive symbols, has raised alarms, prompting Kim to contemplate an emergency custody hearing to ensure her children's safety. American rapper Saweetie has revealed that her recent travels across Africa, including a significant stay in Lagos, have profoundly influenced her upcoming debut album. While in Nigeria, she connected with top Afrobeat stars like Wizkid and Rema, immersing herself in the country's vibrant music culture. Saweetie isn't the only international artist to be inspired by Africa. Kendrick Lamar, Ray Sremmurd, Meek Mill, and French Montana have also spoken about how their visits to the continent shaped their artistic perspectives. Kendrick, for instance, described his trip to Ghana as life-changing, while Meek Mill's experience in Ghana reignited his connection to his roots. French Montana, known for his Moroccan heritage, has repeatedly championed African culture in his music. With more global artists embracing African influences, fans are excited to see if Saweetie's upcoming project will feature an Afrobeats fusion or collaborations with African artists. How can international artists' experiences in Africa, particularly in Lagos, shape their artistic expression?
How can international artists, their experience shape their, art in Africa, particularly in Lagos? How can it shape their art, right? Okay. I like to believe Africa as a continent is a very beautiful place, and Africa presents itself with new things and new experiences and new vibration. So when you bring your aura into this continent and our energy, our energy merges with the aura. There's a vibe to it. We all remember when Kendrick Lamar dropped a bomb in LA. That was DAMAN. The period they dropped I think the album sometimes in a few years ago, and he came to Ghana to cool off. Just absorbing the energy of the new vibration. Even the food itself. The food, the experiences, seeing new things, hearing new things, being around new things. An artist is as good as what they expose themselves to. You get me? So, if you expose yourself to some certain type of radiation, some certain type of vibration, you are as good as the experience that you give. What we listen to in their content and music is experience. So when international artists come to Africa, basically Lagos, when you taste the food in Lagos, sometimes it might probably just pop up in the music. You get me? Like, might talk about our jollof rice. Then, Lagos might have the bragging rights. Nigeria might have the bragging rights, against our counterparts, in Ghana. I'm like, you see this person talking about our jollof rice. Culture is deep. And when we infuse culture and when culture transcends from where it's supposed to be to where it's headed, it's a very beautiful thing. So when they come to Lagos, most very the nightlife, the nightlife, and there's high life in Ghana. Africa is a very beautiful place. We have a whole lot of genre of music that can actually really shape how they think. There's high life from Ghana, there's Afrobeat from Lagos, Nigeria, there is Azonto, there is Amapiano from South Africa. There's a whole lot of vibration that they can absorb into their music, which can interpret who they really are. And sometimes content really, really matters. And the stereotype of hip-hop, if you notice, the dynamics of hip-hop started changing since French Montana actually really made a song with Saweetie, Unforgettable. So Afrobeat is, I think Drake started the trend anyways with Wizkid and I think I can't remember the other lady, but like Afrobeat music generally is a vibration, and when you come to the continent, when you hear the bag everywhere, you go to the club, you hear the sound. Come on, man. See, look at the way they dance. When you look at how people dance to this, how people dance to that, how people move to this. When you hear the comedy is different. When you taste the food is different. When you have all these experiences, you can put these experiences and put it into art and put it into music. It is entertaining. It is, Lagos itself is a vibe, you get me? So there's different type of experience that you can actually bask into to make your art great. So every international artist is actually really advised to come down to Africa, come to Lagos. Whether you're white, black, green, purple, just come to Africa, man. Just come on. It's just like the way we are always, intrigued about going to the Caribbean, for new vibration and new energy. Is how it is, Africa is a beautiful place to gain new experience to put into your content. So yeah, it shifts it. The food, the culture, the music, everything, Nigeria sweet, Africa sweet, Lagos sweet.
What does Saweetie's embrace of African culture signify for the global music industry?
I think Cardi B was here before she came here. Maybe Kim Kardashian was even here before she came here. A lot of people have been here before she came. But it is what it is. This is a girl that is used to luxury, normally she's used, like the vibration is like, the way we treat them out here, they don't get treated like that in their own country. Like the max they go is probably like, they rent out a private bodyguard, private security, blah blah blah. When they come here, man, you see soldier, you see police, you see, like it's presidential, you get me? So like they know they are like, it's just like, they feel like Akeem in coming to America, you get me? Like when Akeem left Africa to America, then there is now vice versa. It's like coming to Africa, like the vibration is different. It's really presidential for them. They don't even have to be humble like Akeem. That's the beautiful thing about Lagos and Africa, because Africa is going to put them on that, on that vibration. That like, man, this is something we want to celebrate, and this is something. And, they find new things, they find new recipe, new vibration, new recipes to food. Like I'm sure she must have learned one or two things, even if not how to cook noodles different. It is what it is. So Nigeria, Lagos.
Reality TV star and Big Brother Naija Season 7 winner, Fina, recently expressed her concerns over the increasing hunger and economic hardship faced by many Nigerians. She urged citizens to hold the government accountable for the prevailing situation. Her candid remarks have sparked widespread discussions on social media about the current state of the nation. How effective is it when celebrities use their platforms to address socioeconomic issues?
How effective is it when celebrities use their platform to address socio-economic issues? I must say it is very effective. I mean, like, they are influencers for an inevitable, purpose. Like, we are all product of influences to start with, starting from like your council and your local government, your local government chairman, to the celebrity, to the president, blah 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 blah. So it is really effective because like it gives that information. See, it's just like, okay, if you touch Fina, imagine that kid in Yaba, imagine that kid in Akoka, like, so Fina is feeling this, so I don't have to be quiet. You get me? So it's just a spark. Do you understand? It's just sparking that brain that is going to create that that invariable change in the community, in the society at large. So it builds confidence. So it is actually is a good thing. Most especially if the message is positive, the way she really put ours, which is positive, and we cannot overemphasize the use of their platforms and their fan base to communicate what is relevant for them to consume, because the more we educate those people the more we educate ourselves the right way, the further we go. You get me? Because we don't learn everything from the classrooms. You get me? So sometimes people watch those people more than they watch their teachers in today's time. You get me? Like most of them see celebrities as role models rather than their lecturers. Is the truth. It's the world that we live in today. So hearing someone like Fina say whatever it is that she said gives that courage to the boy in Akoka, to the boy in Yaba, to want to feel like, okay, I'm not alone in this. Okay, if this girl that probably has a Lamborghini is feeling this economy and she's speaking up, bro, man, I had noodles for breakfast. I want to talk to. You get me? So it is what it is.
What role does public accountability play in addressing national challenges?
So what role do I believe public accountability plays in national challenges? To start with, I would like to say something. Did I read that question out right? Okay, to start with, I'd like to say something. Coming outside to say your daddy did this, your daddy did that, your daddy bears this, your daddy bears that, I don't feel that is accountable to start with. I feel like accountability in itself, in its sense, is being responsible for what is both right and both wrong. Do you understand? So when we have somebody's son coming outside to tell us that his daddy did this, his daddy did that, my daddy did this, bad, are you taking responsibility of the hardship that has been incurred? Are you telling us that we are responsible for this thing that is going on? Like, let the masses feel like you know that you are responsible for the hardship. You know, forget all the credits. We know, okay, everybody know they bad 100%. You get me? Like, in fact, if Nigeria is bad 99%, we always advise ourselves that 1% will remain. Let it work for you. You get me? We understand we have to stay positive regardless. But like, you know, the feel good that you've done, it's not enough that we shine light on, you know, to feel good that you've done and making it seem like it is accountable. And for what is worth, if you are going to not talk about the son of whoever and now start talking about our celebrities, I'll say the best way to go at it is to hold ourselves accountable first. I mean, like, look at the content that we create. Look at what we tell our kids. Look at what we tell ourselves. Look at what we tell our students in school. You know, sometimes we just have to, you know, pass the right message, encourage them, empower them emotionally. You get me? Let them know that they can be creative in their own sphere and actually tackle the problem. You know, they can write books. They can, you know, support them. You get me? It's how it is. So, you know, being accountable is a sense of responsibility. Being accountable for the things you've done right and the things you've done wrong, quote unquote. You have to be responsible for, like, okay, this thing, okay, I'm wrong. I did this wrong. I'm accountable for it. It's not even enough to be sorry. It's not even enough to say I am going to fix it at this point, because people be mad right now. You are supposed to just present solutions. You know, it's not time to be braggadocious. Accountability is not being braggadocious.